What's going on, guys? It's your boy Adjen back again for another Outerplane video, and for today it's time to update my 3-star tier list because we have a new character which is Eternal, and also I've gotten my hands on Sigma, so I already tested out how good Sigma is, and also there are some changes in some characters because we have the guild raids right now. First of all, tier lists are pretty much subjective. It varies from person to person. You may agree or disagree with me and it's fine. So just take it with a big grain of salt. Also, shout out to my guildies in Bangkay because of them, I will not be able to determine how good these changes are to the units that I'm gonna be rating up. So let us begin. So Alice, no change. We have here Bet. I've changed the ratings of Bet from S tier to SS tier in PvE because Bet is just awesome in guild raids right now. I think the end game content for PvE is the guild raids. That is what I am rating in this tier list. This is what I'm considering how good the character is, their ratings in the PvE, mostly because of the guild raids. Hunts, towers, something like that are just a one-time clear because once you clear the hunt, you can just skip ticket the hunt, right? But in guild raids, you cannot skip that one, and also you need to diversify your team building for that one. And I think Bet is as a standalone character is a really good character in terms of in the long term in PvE for guild raids. Why is Bet raised to SS? If you see Bet's skill set here, mainly because of her HP cut. As you can see, you really don't even need to level up this one. As you can see here, deals 5% of target's max health as fixed damage if the target is inflicted with bleeding. Although this one is conditional, you need some bleeder, someone that can inflict bleed in your team to get the 5% HP cut. When it procs, it's really good. It's really nice, especially against guild bosses because those bosses has a lot of HP on their arsenal, on their HP pool. Like the Chimera and the what is this? The Tyrant Toddler in the current guild battle that we have, the current guild boss we have right now. Although this one will not work in the Maxwell, but for those two other guild raid bosses, Bet is really good in that one. That is why I raised her ratings into SS tier. She's damn good. Even at skill level 1, level only 64, I was still able to score at around almost 2 million against the Tyrant Toddler level 5 yesterday, which is already pretty insane. That is why I bumped her ratings to SS tier. Eliza still the same, even though you still need her. She's a really good partner for Bet. We have here the new character which is Eternal. Early game, I don't think early game really matters anymore in this game, right? But I still give her the S tier treatment in the PvE and PvP A tier. For late game, she is good. She's really great. And probably also when there will be a boss that is weak to fire enemies, because right now the guild raid boss is weak to earth element, and Eternal is a fire element. Eternal has a lot of debuffs going into her skill kit. She can defense break, reduce speed. She's somewhat a better what do you call this? A better Dali or a 3-star Dali in the party team. But I think she does way better than Dali because she can increase your damage output because she reduces the defense of the enemy. And also, she is somewhat a semi-cleaver because her attacks deals or targets 2 enemies. Sadly, it's not an AoE, full AoE attack, but it is what it is. It balances out because her skill set are pretty darn strong, especially for PvE. But for PvP, You really need good gears, especially good speed gears, for her to fully utilize her skill kit there. But I've already fought some Eternal in PvP, but they're kind of weak. But I'm waiting that there will be some godly gears or top tier characters uh, that have fully geared Eternal, something like that. Those maybe in the PSG people might be able to pull it off, because those are probably the top one guild right now in our server. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna be rating Eternal at Esther in PvP. Francesca, no change. Laplace has a really good big change from A tier to SS tier in PvE for late game. Why? It's because of her HP cut also in Guild Raid Boss. If you don't know how to fully utilize Laplace HP cut, it is on her chain skill, chain finisher. This one might not be that much. Reduce speed. Also, reduce speed is also pretty nice, but only one turn. She also grants some barrier to your allies for some protection, but S3, it's not her bread and butter, but her chain passive, chain finish effect. As you can see here, after attacking, deals fixed damage equal to 8% of the target's max HP. So HP cut also, and this one is way better than the one from Bet, because Bet only has 5% HP cut, but here Laplace has 8% HP cut. Although the condition for that one is you need to activate the chain combo for you to fully utilize this. But it's very easy to activate chain combo, right? Because there are a lot of talisman that gives you chain points, so that you will be able to nearly spam the chain combo. So yeah, Laplace is really good now in PvE thanks to the guild raids. She becomes really relevant, because before Laplace is just a really mediocre character, but now that we have guild raids, she becomes really strong in that one. And I'm really glad that Outerplane has this kind of game mode, because some underutilized or underwhelming characters are now being recognized during this type of game mode. Leo, no change. Maxwell, from S tier to SS tier in PvP. Damn, Maxwell is really powerful in PvP. Especially a fully geared Maxwell, or a Maxwell that has really has some godly gears. I always try to avoid fighting Maxwell in defense mode, because every time I fight a Maxwell in defense mode, I always got wrecked. Yes, I am roaming usually at the top 80 to top 100 weekly in arena in our server, so I'm always fighting some of the best. And whenever I see Maxwell on defense team composition, instant avoid. Yeah, that is how powerful Maxwell is. I got always wiped out with a Maxwell. Noah, still the same. Probably will change if and only if she gets nerfed. Rona, I changed Rona's rating from A tier to S tier in PvE because of the guild raids right now. Rona, even though she is somewhat slower, it has some advantage. Why? Because in some fights, you need some of your characters to be slower. And Rona, built with counter attack set, really is nice, because if she counters, it's a pretty good damage, pretty decent damage. And she's just there to fill in your team spot or your team composition. And usually your main DPS or main damage dealer is the one that is attacking frequently, because there are some turn limits during the guild raids. And yeah, even though Rona is a really slow character, it has its niche or uses. Green, still the same. Siren, I bumped Siren from S tier to SS tier in PvE. Yes, in guild raid boss, Siren is really, really strong, especially against Maxwell. She will help you sustain, especially if you pick out the all green element characters only. She is good there because she is top tier healer for the green team. That is why I rated her SS tier now in the PvE, because if we are going to be rating the characters into a mono element team now, especially with guild raid boss, Siren is already on the top, but overall general content, I think Tio is still way better than Siren, but we have now guild raid, so I'm considering now that one as the late game PvE content. Siren is now SS tier. Now we have Beer Sigma as the new character in the tier list, because before I was not able to get my hands on Sigma because I was not able to finish the floor 100, but I've already gotten Sigma and already raised her up. And I've been also fighting a lot of Sigma in PvP, and my oh my, Sigma is really darn powerful in PvP. Some of you might say Sigma is underwhelming, but you have not fought a really powerful Sigma in PvP, maybe in the top 100. Try to climb the top 100 in PvP in your server and try to fight a Sigma during that one. You will see how powerful Sigma is. Sigma is a ranger. She has a really good base speed, high base speed, and she cleaves. Sigma combined with Valentine, Sigma, and then Rin, all three of them in the party wipes you up. Yeah, they will clean you very cleanly. In PvP, they will cleave you really cleanly. Also, Stella, I bumped Stella's rating on PvP from S tier to SS tier. Man, these characters are really, really powerful. Once you fully gear them up, I'm already trying to avoid Stella also in PvP. Because yeah, Stella is really darn good. Especially if you click some debuff on her, she will counter attack. Really, really nice. Really nice for arena defense team composition. But as a arena offense, I don't think Stella is worth the SS tier. But I'm still considering her SS tier because she is that powerful in PvP. And then Valentine, no change. Veronica, no change. So that is all that changes in my 3-star tier list. Take note that these tier lists are still changing, or I will still update this one whenever I see some good updates for some characters like Alice. Alice will get buff in the future. How do you call this? Balance adjustment, and also Rin. They will adjust some balance adjustment for Rin. They will try to buff them. So their ratings might change also. And also whenever a new hero comes, I will be updating this list. Well, anyway guys, I think that's it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you could help me grow my channel more. And thank you to everyone who are supporting my channel. I appreciate every one of you. Until next time, peace!